Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, my friends, I'm hitting you guys up with ranking every single supply drop item from worst to best inside of Fortnite. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going through every single item you can get from the supply drop, and trust me, this is a massive list. So we're going to try and get into this straight away. So make sure to do chuck a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also go ahead and chuck on the notification bell to stay up to date with all my videos coming in the future. Just remember, this is my opinion, and I hope I didn't miss out anything, dude. I was literally sitting there for a good 45 minutes. I'm not even kidding, making this list, just making sure all these things were in supply drops. And I was just about to make this video, then I'm like, oh crap, I forgot something. And basically, we're gonna get into this right now without waiting any longer. So, ladies and gentlemen, in our worst spot right here, we have the bush. The legendary bush, which you go ahead and get from the supply drops. And yeah, it is just the worst. Like, you can't go against me on that one. It's the worst thing in all of Fortnite from supply drops, and probably just overall the worst thing in all of Fortnite. It is horrible, bro. It is absolutely horrible. And we're gonna move on now to our second worst spot, and these things are honestly useless. The smoke grenades. Now I remember when they first came out, people were so hyped, but they're really trash. Like, I don't even get it, man. They're just not good. You can't use them for anything. Just to annoy other players, I guess. And annoy yourself as well while you're at it. Smoke grenades are absolutely terrible. And I don't think you really get them from the drops. They're really, really rare. So you probably don't really get them from drops. So I never really see smoke grenades anymore. I remember when they first came out, I used to always be getting them. But now they seem to be like, kind of like falling off the edge of the friggin' something, dude, edge of the moon or something, man, because they ain't in the game anymore, it feels like, because I never find them. But maybe I just ignore them. I don't know, but they are absolutely horrible. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the resources, which you can go ahead and get inside of supply drops, and they're decent, but there's a lot of other things on this list that I'd much rather from supply drops than resources. But basically, inside of supply drops, it drops you like, I think it's like 60 wood, 60 brick, or 60 metal. Something like that. So it just drops you some of them. It's decent. I'll take it. But honestly, I would rather a lot more things. Spike traps are next on our list. Once again, I got nothing much to say about these, but they can come in use, but really they're not your thing that you want to get from a supply drop, honestly. Like, I'm pretty sure we can all agree with that. Now, next up, we have the impulse grenades, which are also in drops. They're not terrible, but I don't really enjoy using them as much because they don't really kill other players very well. And once again, there's a lot of other things that I'd much rather inside of Fortnite. The semi-auto sniper is next on our list, and oh my god. It's our first weapon here, and it is a bad weapon. I don't like the semi-auto sniper. Some of you guys might like it, but I'm really just not a fan of the semi-auto snipers. I don't know what it is, but maybe I'm just bad with them. But maybe they're just bad. I don't know. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, next up we have the Boogie Bombs. Now, Boogie Bombs are probably one of my favorite type of grenades that have been added in. So we've seen like the impulse grenades, we've seen the smoke grenades, but I absolutely love the Boogie Bombs as they're really fun to use, and it does really give you a big advantage over players when you do use it correctly. So I do love Boogie Bombs, and that is in that spot of our list. Next up, we have bandages, which I would take over a Boogie Bomb because you never know when you'll need bandages. If you don't have a med kit or anything else, any other healing, you want to have at least bandages inside of your inventory. That's why it's ranked a little bit higher on our list there. Next up now, we have grenades. Now, grenades, some of you guys are like, oh, grenades are pretty trash, bro. But honestly, if you use them correctly, they are amazing. And over a lot of the things on this list, grenades are one of my favorite things to use. Like, I just love throwing them in houses and just getting kills. And when you do get killed with them, it just feels so good. Like, dude, I just threw a god nade and got a kill. It just feels good, you know. I love getting killed with grenades, man. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, I nearly forgot this on the list. I don't know how. This is the pistol, which you can go ahead, the silenced pistol, which you can go ahead and get from supply drops. And the golden pistol's decent. I just don't like the bullet spread on it. It's so weird. Like, I don't even understand the bullet spread on the golden pistol, but somehow it shoots something. It actually does a fair bit of damage, which is very good. The golden version does like a 70 headshot, which is honestly pretty crazy for a pistol. So that's why our pistol is ranked kind of in the middle of our list here. We still have a whole bunch of things to go on this list, ladies and gentlemen. And if you haven't already, in the comment section, what do you think is going to be in the number one spot, ladies and gentlemen? Tell me, make sure you tell me in the comment section, okay? Next up, we have the crossbow. Now, I wasn't quite sure whether you could get this in drops or not, but my mate told me you can get it in drops. So I'm going to go with his word on this. If not, he's wrong, okay? But I hope that he's not wrong. Just please don't be wrong. But I'm pretty sure you can get these inside of drops. But the crossbows, they're pretty decent. I'd much rather a bolt action sniper. But these things, if you get it from a drop and you don't have any other weapons, you might as well pick it up, give it a go. Hopefully get some few kills. It does a good amount of damage, and it also has unlimited ammo. Now, next up, we have another trap, which is the Cozy Campfire. It goes under the trap slot, so we're going to call it a trap here. And the Cozy Campfire, they are honestly pretty good in squad games. In solo games, they can be decent. Like, if you need to go ahead and if you're on like 80 HP and you just don't have a med kit or you don't want to waste a med kit, just go ahead, throw this down and get a little bit extra health there and just get up to 100 HP. They're really effective. I love Cozy Campfire. It's one of my favorite things that they've actually added into the game. But that is our spot there with the Cozy Campfire. Now, next up is one of the newest things that have actually been added inside of Fortnite, and this is the minigun. Now, the minigun I have mixed opinions on it. Like, I do enjoy it, like using it sometimes, but it's really not effective in most situations. Basically, I would only use it really if I had to go ahead and just get some guy that was spray building, but there's a lot of other guns that I'd much rather over the minigun. But if I got it from a drop and I didn't have any other weapons really, I would go ahead and take it because it is a really solid weapon if you do use it correctly. Maybe I haven't used it correctly, but the way I use it, I just shoot down buildings with it, man. It's not really effective at actually killing people, but usually when you do shoot down buildings, you do get a few maybe hits on the other player to damage them a little bit, so when you do rush them, they're going to be a lot lower health than they were the first up. And next up, we have the med kits, which you can go ahead, obviously, and get from the supply drops inside of Fortnite, and you can't go wrong with the med kit in your inventory. Honestly, med kits are pretty essential in a game because you don't want to be getting stuck on 75 health with bandages all the time and taking so long to pop bandages to get up to 75 HP when you can go ahead for 10 seconds and get up to 100 HP. But obviously, medkits are very essential into winning games. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting on to the business end of the list. Anything from here on is an amazing weapon, and if you get any of these from the drop, you're gonna be considered yourself lucky, okay? Next up, we have the grenade launcher. You can get the legendary variant inside of the supply drops. I've been really loving this thing lately, just spraying it in bases and just getting like a few kills. Like, dude, the grenade launcher is really fun to use, and if it's in the right hands, you can go ahead and just absolutely tear up teams. I love the grenade launcher, and if I don't have a rocket launcher, I'm gonna have a grenade launcher every single game if I have space, which most of the time I do if I don't have an RPG, obviously. Now, next up, we have something that is really effective and probably my favorite consumable to be added into the game, other than our number 2 spot, which is another consumable. I'm pretty sure you guys might know what it is, but this is the Slurp Juice right here. I absolutely love the Slurp Juice, man. Like, if you're on that 75 HP, pop your Slurp Juice, get up. It's one of the most effective things in the game. It just filled in that gap between bandages and medkits where we could either get bandages and get stuck on 75 HP and no way to get up to 100 HP unless we had a medkit. But now with the introduction of Slurp Juice, it came out quite a while ago actually, that just fills in that gap. I love Slurp Juice. If you get one, just use it. Like, it's really good. It's amazing in most situations. But next up, we have the Launchpad, another amazing addition inside of Fortnite. I love the Launchpad. Who doesn't love the Launchpad? It's really fun to use, and it's amazing just for getting away from gunfights or going into gunfights, going into bases, jumping over to res your teammate, or whatever you want to do with it. The Launchpad is there for you, and it's just amazing. Like, it really is. I absolutely love the Launchpad. But next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves something that is... You need this in a game. This is the shield potion, and the shield potion is crazy. It honestly is amazing, dude. Like, if you just have 100 HP all game, you're going to be such at a disadvantage than everyone else in the whole lobby, as they're going to have extra health than you. So, if you don't have any shield potions, you're basically screwed. So that's why shield potions are one of the best things, and why they're so good in supply drops is because sometimes you can get 2 out of 1 supply drop, which is an automatic full shield, just like that. That's why our shield potions are so high up. Now, next up, these two are kind of the shield potions and the mini shields. I kind of put them in the same spot here, but I think mini shields are just a little bit better as you can stack them up to like 9 or 10, is it? It's something crazy like that. Mini shields, they're so fast to pop. 2 of them take the same time to pop as 1 shield potion. But the only problem with mini shields is they are stuck at 50 shields, so you can't go over that. So that kind of sucks, but still, mini shields, they're just really easy to pop. If you're mid gunfight and you're getting rushed, but you're on like 20 HP and you just want to get an extra 50 HP real quick, just pop your mini shields, and I usually take mini shields everywhere I go if I can, because I'd rather take them over a shield potion, man, just because I can stack so many more of them. But next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the bolt action from the supply drops. I love the legendary bolt action, one of my favorite guns in the game. That's why it's so high up the list. It's just effective. It's amazing. I love the legendary bolt action sniper. If I'm gonna get out of the drop, I'm gonna take it 10 times out of 10. Now, next up is the RPG. I love this thing. Once again, I would take this 11 out of 10 times that I get it out of the drop. It is a must-have, an RPG, dude. If you have an RPG, you're gonna most likely have the advantage over every single gunfight that you have, and you're gonna be at such an advantage to win the game over every other player that doesn't have an RPG. With the amazing damage that it does, 100+ damage every single shot, you really can't go past getting the RPG inside of Fortnite. Now we are down to our last 2 items from supply drops, and this is the Chug-Chug item. Now the Chug-Chug, oh yeah, it's good. It's amazing. We love it. I know we love it. The Chug-Chug, dude, it is amazing. 100 health, 100 shield. Where else could it be on the list but the number 2 spot, just behind the Golden Scar? The Golden Scar's damage is insane. Like, it just is an absolute machine of a gun. It just tears down teams within a few bullets. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing else I can say about the Golden Scar. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy. This is ranking every single supply drop item from worst to best. Anyway, without waiting any longer, I'm going to end up the video. See you guys later.